Hello and welcome to my channel. Handsome Assistant is here. And he was behind the camera dancing and laughing. I told on you. And I have some happy mail, and I also have a project share. The interesting thing about my happy mail, it's from Tammy, and her channel is My World in OKC. And the most fascinating thing is I was upstairs in my craft room working on what I'm going to show you for her when Handsome Assistant said, "Honey, you heard from Tammy." And I thought she was just saying hi. So normally, I would open it on this, and I was actually sitting on the because when I heard Handsome Assistant come in, I was sitting on the steps waiting for him, so I could say hello to him. And so when he handed it to me, I opened it. I don't normally do that. I normally wait to open on him, but I thought she was just saying, "Hey, Corn." But bless her heart, look what she did. She sent me a mini pocket letter. Isn't that darling? And I love how her eyelash trim matches her paper. The paper has green running through it, and she picked up the green glitter here. And the green, I love this. I guess that's ribbon or trim, or I'm not sure what that is, but I think that's gorgeous. And she tore the music and added that to it. And then we've got a shaker pocket. Woo! Oh, I think I hit the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. And Tammy knows how to use her fuse tool, bless her heart. She also rounded the corners, and I just think that is so precious. And this is her note to me, and it is so sweet, and she's wishing me a happy spring. And then she sent me, I absolutely adore the mini. Look how tiny that is. Look how tiny that envelope is. So little. Oh, I love it. And inside, bless her heart, she sent me tons of flowers. Look, these are tiny, teeny little stickers. I've never seen anything like this. With bouquets of flowers. It reminded me of being in my mother and my sister's shop again. Because we used to bundle the flowers like that and then wrap them in paper and tie them. Aren't they precious? And they're so little. I thought that was so sweet. And I love her envelope that she made. I learned how to make them this small from Little Hot Tamale. That was a year ago that she taught me, and they are so much fun to make. They're so cute and perfect for these. Just perfect. Don't you think so, Sugar? I thought, do you think that's a fun envelope? And then she has it stamped, created by Tammy, My World in OKC, which that's pretty cool to have a stamp. So the interesting thing, we were thinking of each other, okay, because she sent this to me. Now, I've been working on hers for a few days because I've been busy, so I'm up, down, up, down. And first off, before I show you what I created, I'm going to show you this time I learned to remember to bring the paper down. Woohoo! Remember, I didn't last time. And the paper I used on her mini pocket letter, we were right in the same zone, you know what I mean? Was this one by Prima. Remember, the only Prima papers I have is the ones from Hobby Lobby, 50% off. And this has 48 sheets. And Epiphany is the name of this one. And it has lots of birds. And in it, I hope I can do this justice. And remember, the Prima gives you a lot of one design, but it's so pretty. You're like, and the colors are so gorgeous. You're like, it's okay. and bird cages and a bird. I love the little nest. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a tiny little nest with blue eggs and it's so cute. And I know that Tammy loves birds because she has one herself, and she also told me about it when I did the owl giveaway. She had mentioned her love of birds. She just loves them. And she feeds her birdies too. Remember, Handsome Assistant and I feed ours outside. Boy, have they been hungry lately. And this is one of my favorite. Look at the bird on top of the cage. Isn't that cute? He's so cute. And look at those colors. Oh, just gorgeous pad. So I used that. I also used, well, you can see what I do. I also used some of this one. Love this paper. For an envelope that I made, now this I got from Hobby Lobby, and this was quite some time ago. When they had 50% off. This was last year sometime. And it has 180 sheets. I think this might have been one that they discontinued, I think, because this was there for a while. I absolutely love it. I'm going to thumb through this too. You all have probably seen this for a long time. But this is paper. This is not cardstock. And I love to make envelopes out of paper. And in fact, some of you might remember some of these were actually, you could buy them separate. Just the pages, you know, just one sheet of paper. Whoops. Since this is, it's gonna, can you see it okay, honey? Like so? Down. Okay. Better? But see, this is just lovely. Some of it is Art Deco. Some of it is French. It's Paris. Old telephones. Some even looks like wallpaper. I just love this pad. And even though I paid $10 for it, I figured it was well worth it. See, there's one of my envelopes. I just think it's, oh, I love that. Love it, love it. Beautiful Victorian ladies, stripes and newspaper print, a little bit of everything. Maps. And this is my go-to, especially if it's a vintage piece, to do envelopes. If it's not vintage, don't always get there. I've done cards out of it. Just thought I'd show you all. That's what the envelope is made out of. I also use this twine that I would never pay $5.99 for it, but I paid $1.99 for 100 yards of it. But this color I like with the craft paper. I think it looks nice. And like I said, it's all about birdies this time, and this is a Fisker's punch. And I'm embarrassed to say I don't know where I got it. I think I got it at Michael's when it was a 50% off. I think. But I use this little bird a lot and have for about a year now. So, what I made for her, I was going to try to do as she did and just try to send it in an envelope like this, but I keep getting dimensional. You can do that very easily if you keep flat, but I keep adding foam and jewels or you know what I mean? I keep going and building, and I was so afraid when it went through, you know, it goes through that meter, and it did make an imprint on her. It made an imprint, you can see it. This is where her jewels were in her shaker, where it went through, and with mine, it was even out further. It would probably smushed them or something. I'm so concerned about that, so I wanted to send her something else anyway, so I said, fine, this time I won't just send this. So what I did is I went ahead, this envelope is a Miss Sparkle & Co. from Joann Fabric, and I went ahead and just inked everything. And then what she does is she'll just untie the twine. Whee! And then her card is in here. And there's a little story behind this. I just pictured Tammy, because remember, sometimes she films in her kitchen. And I don't remember if there's a window over the sink, though. I don't think it is. But there's a window in the kitchen. She had gotten some flowers from her hubby, who she adores. And he had brought some in and given them to her. And so she filled up the mason jar with some water. And she had placed 2 of the flowers in it, fresh flowers. And then she looked out that window, dropped the 3rd one because she saw a bird. And she thought, what a pretty birdie. And this is inked also, and I'm not going to let you see what I wrote, but it's a little card that flips this way. Uh-oh, I didn't put created by Corn. Well, we have to, that's a no-no. So that goes there. And then also a little story on this one. And well, this is true. Birdies do like to fly together, but there's always one that wants to go its own way. Very unique. So then you open it up, and that's what I created for darling Tammy, her love of birdies. And this is the paper I showed you, the punch I showed you. I created, out of the cardstock pad that I showed you, I created this flower. Yes, that's it, baby. And see, but that flower, because you manipulate it and everything to make it stand out, but then with the champagne flatback pearl makes it go out even further. So that's, and this is on, and this is a journaling card that I got from Bo Bunny. And I fussy cut this out of Bo Bunny, of the same in the same line. I fussy cut this out. Then I put a little ink on the birdie to give him a little dark belly. And then this is Graphic 45 washi. Normally I don't put washi there, but I don't know if she puts these in notebooks like I do. If she can punch a hole wherever she feels it should be. And then on the back, I gave her some of those journaling cards. And I did some punches out of that one paper pad. Then I gave her some of the flat back pearls and also some of the wooden birdies. And then I'm giving her something. I'm not going to undo this, but it's just a little something for her that I know you all like to see the packaging that I did for her, and it has a birdie on it. Yes, we have 3 birdies going this way. There's that hole punch. I used other punches that I have also. And then I used the inside. You know, when you punch these out, you're going to get these holes. And then I just fussy cut around them. So that's how that came out looking. But I hope this stays here and this one stays here. And then last but not least, I just packaged her the tag. I didn't need to do anything to the tag, but put some of the ribbon that is throughout everything on it. And then I went ahead and put a little bow on it with the twine also. Put some some of those flat back pearls to hide my staples. And these are, yes, this is wooden, and these are birds on a wire. And I got this at Michael's some time ago, and Handsome's telling me I need to get off. So thank you all so much for joining us, and we hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.